Yo, what's up, trainers? Welcome back to another episode of the Rise and Thrive podcast, where we talk about building your personal training business, dominating sales, and stacking wins. I'm your host, Manny Fraser, and today we're cutting straight into it. Why most trainers can't close clients, and how one simple shift can change that forever. Here's the truth. You don't sell services, you sell ideas. You sell the idea of getting your service. And the only way to make that sale is conviction. Stick with me, because by the end of this episode, you'll know why selling the idea beats selling the product every time. How too many trainers and too many ideas kill the sale, and how conviction turns maybes into shut up and take my money. Let's get into it. So, stop selling sessions, sell the vision. You got to think about it from this point of view. Most trainers are out here selling sessions, packages, and meal plans. You walk into a consultation, like, I'll offer you 3 sessions a week, a customized meal plan, accountability, check-ins. Sounds familiar? That's where you lose them. People don't buy sessions. They buy the version of themselves they'll become by working with you. They're not paying for 12 weeks of sweat. They're paying for the confidence to walk into any room and own it. They're not buying a meal plan. They're buying the body that makes them stop and stare in the mirror. When you sell the product, they compare prices. When you sell the idea, they compare outcomes. Conviction sells that idea. And if you're not 100% sold on what you're offering, how the hell are they supposed to be? I think a lot of times trainers, when it comes down to that idea of selling personal training, especially when you're new, you don't realize how much of this you can actually have control over. You have control over whether or not the client's going to actually adhere. And I say this from a point of view of a trainer who's been doing this for a while. The adherence of a client comes down to the strength of the personal trainer. So it is, and also the conviction that you have. The deeper the conviction, the deeper the adherence. But the shallower the conviction, the shallower the adherence. People aren't going to believe you if you're not convinced that this works. Conviction is a long word, a long way of saying convinced. Are you actually convinced that the way that you're going to train them, the adherences that you're going to get them to follow, the nutrition plan you're going to get them to follow is the thing that's going to help them get the results? If you're not, they're not going to buy. How many ideas should you attach to one product? Here's a mistake I see all the time. Trainers throw out too many ideas in one pitch. You'll lose fat, gain muscle, sleep better, feel more energized, and become a whole new person. Sounds great. But confused minds don't buy. Let me say that again. Confused minds don't buy. You're giving them too much to process. One product, one idea, one outcome. One. Keep the main thing the main thing. If you're selling fat loss, stick to that. If your offer is about strength gains, don't throw in fat loss, energy, and sleep and improvements. You're confusing people by giving them too much to think about. Give them one thing to think about and have them want that. Simplicity sells. And when you focus on one transformational idea, you make it easy for your prospect to visualize themselves in that transformation and in that outcome. But now when you sell all these other things, they can't picture anything because you're not showing them the vacation. You're not selling the dream. You're selling all these other things. People don't buy 5 promises. They buy one vision. That feels real. You want to close more clients? Pick one idea and drill it home. Keep drilling it until the person actually gets it. That's conviction. Conviction, like I said before, is being convinced about the idea that you have and giving it to your client and letting them know that this is the way it's supposed to be done. Conviction makes them say yes. Let's get real. Just for 1 second here. Ever been on a sales call where the prospect's like, I need to think about it? And that's not about the price. That's about the lack of conviction that you've displayed. If you don't believe 1000% in your offer, they can't feel it. Sales is a transfer of enthusiasm. So if there's no enthusiasm in your sales, they can't believe it. And if you're not sold, they're definitely not sold. Conviction is contagious. Conviction is contagious. When you speak with confidence, when you believe that saying no means they're missing on a life-changing opportunity, that's when you actually truly have conviction about what it is that you're selling. People feel that energy. So here's how you do it. Step one, get crystal clear on your transformation. If you can't sum up the outcome in one sentence, you don't believe it enough. Okay? Step number two, internalize the impact. Ask yourself, what happens if they don't take action? Picture their struggle 6 months from now. Feel it. Step three, speak with urgency and certainty. When you believe that not closing this client is doing them a disservice, you don't just sell, you inspire action. So this is something that I've taken into my own account when I start selling people on training, which is I sell with urgency. When someone says, I'll think about it, it's like, okay, but you said that you want to be able to lose this 20 pounds, and that's a 10 out of 10 importance to you. You said that this is going to be your year. So I'm sorry, Mr. Prospect, but how is it being your year and you're procrastinating another month? Can you help me understand that? By having that type of conviction, it's conviction. It's not a matter of that I'm trying to be arrogant or be over them. I'm trying to be convicted about the fact that you told me something. My goal is to be Jiminy Cricket. My goal is to be your conscious. So when you say something to me, my goal is to listen to you and be like, okay, you said this. I'm holding you accountable for this. That's my job. Get it, trainers. Your job is to hold people accountable to the results that they say that they want. That's it. The better you can hold people accountable, the more clients you're going to have. Okay? You never sell an article. You sell the idea. So let me drop a gem real quick. You don't sell training. You sell a future. Same goes for content. When you write a blog post, shoot a video, or post on social anywhere, you're not just sharing information, you're planting an idea in their mind. You're not selling how to lose 10 pounds. You're selling the feeling of walking into the summer shredded and unstoppable. Content isn't about facts. It's about building belief. When your content sells an idea, your audience doesn't just listen, they take action. Conviction is your secret weapon. Here's the bottom line. You don't sell sessions. You sell outcomes. Stick to one transformational idea. Speak with conviction so strong that not buying feels like a mistake. And remember, you're not selling an article. You're selling a future. When you believe in your offers with everything you've got, they don't just hear you, they feel it. If this episode hit home and you're ready to level up, grab a copy of my book. It's on Amazon, The Trainer's Playbook. Learn how to master conviction, simplify your pitch, and close clients like clockwork. That's it for today's episode of the Rise and Thrive podcast. Go sell with conviction. I'll see you on the next time. If this episode brought you value, do me a favor. Drop a review, share with another trainer, and let's keep building this community. Until next time, stay rising, stay thriving. Peace.